Hello everyone! As we know, Jurassic World Evolution 3 is launching at the 21st of October 2025. So before the launch, I decided to give some love to Jurassic World Evolution 2. And I don't think about one speed build video. Welcome to the Mountains of Evolution Park. This series starts to celebrate the years of development of Jurassic World Evolution 2, with each section of the park representing 1 year of its lifespan, including features from updates and DLCs. Also, I wanted to try something new and play around with the landscape to make wonderful viewing points. Today, we are building the entrance. So without further ado, let's start this journey. And off we go. Just as you could see in the introduction, I already made the landscape off camera because it was, in my opinion, it wasn't so entertaining. It was me just going back and forth looking at those views that I wanted to capture, to be in this park and to have the basic idea where everything is set. I don't have a sketch, of course, because I'm again improvising, but I wanted to have some more idea, wanted to know what I'm going to do now or in the future, because remembering the Canada Lake Park, which I actually like, being the first ever series on the channel that began this entire journey on my journey on the YouTube, which actually happened, well, on 5th, I think it was the 5th of August, it will be the entire year, the first anniversary of the channel, which I'm also really happy that I'm still doing this channel, and I wanted to do more, just like you can see in this speed build. But I got the idea that this time this is a special park. The goal of it is to get it done till the 21st of October, so we can go to Jurassic World Evolution 3, not bothering, and then just let our mind flow. Or if we couldn't do that, because if you were watching my channel for a while, you know that from time to time, or maybe often, I got some really nasty delays and videos are not present because I don't have time to play, to make the videos, so it's just sitting in one spot. And I really hope that we get to the 21st of October, but if not, I would like to just give it to the game's next birthday, if I remember correctly. It was the 9th of November, so the 9th of November 2021, Jurassic World Evolution 2 finally launched, and we were really happy. I don't know, it was really interesting time because we finally got something new from the game that was quiet for a very long time. It was me just going back and forth in Jurassic World Evolution 1, thinking what to build next, because already I made everything I wanted. I also tried some mods, but maybe it wasn't for me at all. Maybe I was better with the basic game. I didn't try the mods for Evolution 2 yet, but looking that Evolution 3 is coming, maybe it will be in further future, if even ever. But still, I want to keep it for this park will be unmodded. I can tell it right now over here. This is to actually honor all of those years of progress, to honor all of those years that the game was in development, and many interesting ideas that actually the game thrived with, and the community, the awesome community, is thriving till this day. And we are getting this another sequel, which is also interesting, but sadly we are leaving Jurassic World Evolution 2 on the back. Actually, it could sound really weird because those years actually went really fast, and it was already 4 years ago where the game had its finally launched, and I can remember it just like it was tomorrow. But coming back to the build, you could see that it is at the biggest mountain. The entrance is at the biggest mountain, and I'm building this little section of the entrance that's framing the entirety of the park. You could see me doing very similar thing with actually the same piece, but it was the game's anniversary park, very quick project that I made for the third birthday of Jurassic World Evolution 2, and I did the same trick that I framed the entire park and the waterfall in the back in this one spot. But this time I planted more carefully. I wanted it to be looking better. And actually this time the idea for this framing came from the Tiergarten Schönbrunn in Vienna. I really hope I pronounced that correctly, because German, it's not my cup of tea, especially in pronunciations. I did my best, but still. At the center of the zoo, when you get this the center point, let's go that way, the focal point of the zoo, you're surrounded by the animal habitats, and to these habitats, the habitat viewing is set by those classical gates in Tiergarten Schönbrunn, and actually, when I saw this, I just fell in love with this idea. It was looking magical, just like you are separated, on the other side of the gate is actually a completely new world to discover. So I really like that idea. I wanted to implement it in this park and also make it actually more, I don't know, symbolic or maybe more monumental. That's for sure, because you could see me off camera, I framed the monorail track, so when the monorail is passing by, you could see it just at the beginning. At the another layer of the entrance is the monorail track, the first station that you can actually hop in and go around with this beautiful. Maybe we will see the beauty, but I'm going to build it. I know the beautiful landscapes. All at least I will try. I will do my best. Of course, you could also see in the introduction that in the far, you could see those patches of sand and snow. And actually, I built those mountains because on those mountains will be the Jurassic Park Visitor Center, I think it was on the sun, and the Jurassic World Innovation Center that will be in this higher mountain on the snow. Because I really had, for the very long time actually, had an idea in mind where you could just standing over here and just like us on November 9th, 2021, looking at the bright future of the possibilities. So maybe it could something more symbolic in this park, but also just like I said, there will be sections of this park on the multiple layers of this, maybe not creation. What am I talking about? Creation maybe is the wrong word, but still, going around every plateau will represent each year of development of the game, and I'm going to implement some features from the updates and the DLCs from the years that were come. So now I'm building the entrance and the first plateau that is coming down there, which should be built in the next episode. Yeah, I think it will be the next episode, the part 2. I'm going to be building something for the 2021 part, and actually, even though we didn't have so much at the launch of the game in comparison, of course, to the possibilities we have now, still I want that section to be huge and monumental, just to admire that we just entered the new era of Jurassic World Evolution franchise, and new possibilities just came over there. And yes, so some symbolic facts are planned, and I'm really liking it, and I cannot wait to see the park finish. Hopefully, again, before the launch of the third game. Also, we got the first animal that you could already see in the thumbnail. We have the Amargosaurus, our beloved sauropod from Argentina from early Cretaceous. Why we have the Amargosaurus? Amargosaurus is already in the park because, first of all, I don't remember if he had habitat on the channel. Maybe not, because we didn't have the habitat. Now we have the habitat, the Amargosaurus, but also because it's, in my opinion, really interesting entrance animal, and also I did my best to make the habitat as big as it possibly can be, because still we have a small but a sauropod. and so for it to be suitable, and I think at the end it turned out really well, even better with those multiple layers that you could actually see in the cinematics at the end of this speed build. And also, why is that a thing? Because when the game was firstly announced officially, I think it was the 10th of June 2021. I don't remember correctly when the first trailer came out, but you could see this first glimpse that maybe something similar to bird was sitting on the branch, and then it turned out that it was the pteranodon going past, and then the jeep was coming to the cliff, and over it was looking at the big stampede of dinosaurs. And there was the Triceratops, which we already seen, the Stegosaurus, which we already seen, the Pteranodon also were in the first game, in the Return to Jurassic Park DLC. But the first animal, the first new animal to the roster, which we have seen already at this announcement trailer, was the Amargosaurus. So that's the another argument why this animal is set at the entrance, being the first new animal, the first new thing that we have seen in the trailer. And actually I remember that moment to this day, because I was really happy that finally something is coming and something will change. I was really bright, and now I'm sitting over here making a videos from Jurassic World Evolution 2 and waiting for the Evolution 3, which will be the best, one of the best games actually to play with if it comes to dinosaurs. Of course, Prehistoric Kingdom, we have still Prehistoric Kingdom, which is also great, but in comparison, Jurassic World Evolution 2 to Jurassic World Evolution 3, I think there will be a very long stretch, and also at the end or in the middle of making Jurassic World Evolution 3, this game will be a masterpiece of Jurassic franchise. And over here you can see the Amargosaurus habitat. I'm using those wall pieces, I'm using many rocks to prevent them from going down the cliffs or escaping, but also I use the invisible fencing to make it sure that in the parts where I didn't add so many rocks, they also won't escape. And I did that because actually I want to not to give as much so many rocks, especially over here you can see me beyond those trees, because already this entrance has a lot of decorations, and I want to complete this park, okay? I don't want my PC to blow up. So the attraction, maybe not attractions, all of decorations are at the end, or maybe not at the end, what have you been talking about? To the places where are visible. When it's not visible, I will do my best not to use so many pieces, because the piece count is going to my CPU to melt, and I don't want that because I like my PC actually. But okay, that's the idea. Already I'm now lining up the path that is going down this mountain, and already adding some final touches, which are the signs, which will be the benches, bins, so everything will be connected. And also, because I didn't say that, I said that each year will represent its own additions to the game. For example, 2023 we got the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary, so it will be heavily themed Jurassic Park section, etc. But things like benches, bins, etc. will be also added, because actually when in one place of the park there won't be any benches, or suddenly half of the park will be full of benches and bins, it will look a little bit ridiculous. And the same thing comes to pathing, because I really like this combination of this classical Jurassic Park path and I know it was the facility path that is with us since the launch of the game in 2021, and also comes that to that once. But still, I will do my best to make it differ so much at the Jurassic Park theme section, so it could be seen that yes, this is the section mostly for the Jurassic Park. So yeah, I'm actually looking greatly to the future, and really hope I will don't make so much delays that already made, because I think there was no video last week, and also this video is a little bit late, so I'm really sorry for that, but I really didn't have so much time to, as I really wanted to make a high quality video. And speaking of videos, I want to say very many thanks, because after it was actually a great surprise for me, because the video with the Suchomimus habitat was actually really, I don't know, the statistics actually blew my mind, and I really thankful to Basil. Really, thank you so much, because it means a lot, and this video came out really well. It comes to statistics, the best video yet. But we could talk about many things, but the speed build is coming to an end. So I really hope you enjoyed, and I really hope that just as me, you are a very, I don't know, maybe you are inspired for another build, but also you are hyped for this build, just as I am. If you want to stick around, leave a like, subscribe, so you get the notifications of the next parts of this build, and stick around for the cinematics. Now I'm saying goodbyes, and you stick around for the cinematics. Goodbye.